Akabulan, yesterday there was a clash between Nigerian delegates and South African delegates at the 55th Commonwealth Parliamentary Conference that took place in Lilongwe, the capital of Malawi.
Whatever happened to the relationship between South Africa and Nigeria? Weren't we singing the rands and the nairas a couple of years ago? But right now, at the moment, we seem to...
So guys, welcome back again to the channel. It is getting hot in Malawi. So recently, all African senators, I think presidents, all African leaders, came to a summit in Malawi, and they had the summit. President Cyril Ramaphosa was there. In fact, some of the senators were actually there, and something happened that is going to shock you. Do you know that the Nigerian senator and one of the South African senator nearly had a punch? Like, is it nearly? In fact, they gave themselves woto. Like, the next thing I heard was cackling everywhere, first blow. It wasn't a joking issue. Like, it was a serious issue that they were having this fight during the summit, and I asked myself, is it possible that we're gonna get one Africa? Is one Africa actually possible? But I wouldn't blame this Nigerian man, because he's fighting for Nigeria, chasing away Africans from their country, not just illegal Africans, those that are even living legally in South Africa. Their businesses have been closed down, their house taken over, their businesses even taking over their businesses, their cars just there, everything. They deserted everything, they left everything in South Africa. They had to run for their life because of the June 30th protest, and the protest is still going on till today. Up until today, the protest is still going on. So these are piled up anger in the mind of this Nigerian politician, that anywhere I see these South Africans, I go hammer them. So let's take a look at the video to see how chaotic it was. It was very chaotic to see Africans, having to fight each other. When they're supposed to be coming together, they're supposed to be having things to do together. You guys are fighting each other. But let's take a look at the videos and be right back. Please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, share. A lot of you have been watching my videos who do not share. What is my offense? Please share, like, and subscribe. Let's take a look at the video to see how they are doing. Let's watch.
Yesterday, there was a clash between Nigerian delegates and South African delegates at the 55th Commonwealth Parliamentary Conference that took place in Lilongwe, the capital of Malawi. This is something that should be of concern to every African who believes and thinks of African unity. That was very sad. Now, what led to the confrontation? You see, as I said earlier, it is something that should be of concern to every African when we see such a thing happen in a conference that is meant to strengthen African Parliamentary Regional Organization. But look at what we're having. So what exactly happened here is this. The Nigerian delegates yesterday raised a serious concern about the attacks on foreign nationals in South Africa, especially on Nigerians and other Africans. They argued and they stated and said that those attacks should be given a name. It should be given a name and be called what it is. It should be called xenophobia and Afrophobia. It should be called what it is. But then the South African delegates pushed back and said no, that it should not just be called Afrophobia or xenophobia and be left to be that the issue of illegal migration and immigration law enforcement should be given a serious concern. The Nigerians said, even if it should be given a serious concern, what happened in your country should be called what it is, xenophobia. The South African delegates pushed back. There was back and flow, there was debate, there was argument to the extent that it almost led to physical blow. You can see the video.
Whatever happened to the relationship between South Africa and Nigeria? Weren't we singing the rands and the nairas a couple of years ago? But right now, at the moment, we seem to be in competition, because even recently with Banyana Banyana in Nigeria for the Women's World Cup qualifiers, South Africa beat Nigeria 2-1, and many people were saying that it was a must, it was bound to happen, there was no way we could get defeated by Nigeria. And even right now, there was a conference with the Commonwealth, a parliamentary association with the African Region Conference. There were South African delegates and also Nigerian delegates that were having a heated argument. There's so much so that they ended up getting surrounded by other delegates from other countries, and this happened in Malawi. And I'm surprised the Malawians, or I'm not really surprised that the Malawians made sure that the South African delegates were sitting next to the Nigerian delegates, and all hell broke loose. Supposedly the real reason that these African leaders are having this kind of heated debate, like it's an argument at this point, is because when it comes to Nigeria, they're saying that the whole framing of the whole situation between Nigeria and South Africa when it comes to immigrants in South Africa is that South Africans are xenophobic, according to Nigerians or the delegates that were in this conference. And then according to South Africans, the delegates that are over there, they're saying that this whole thing is because of illegal immigration. It has nothing to do with xenophobia. South Africa is not a xenophobic country. You know, we just have individuals that are xenophobic. You get what I mean? So that's the whole debate. It's heated, and obviously everybody feels like they're right. It's not really that bad. There's still a lot of trade. Recently, I think it was like last year, Presidents Ramaphosa and Tinubu met up. They were signing some documents about the partnership when it comes to business between South Africa and Nigeria. So there is still good, but like, yeah, the relationship is really strained. What really happened? I'm starting to think maybe there's somewhat of a conspiracy here, because remember, at some point when it comes to music, there was South Africa and Nigeria were so united. With Burna Boy, he started his career in South Africa, having that song with Delegates and all of that. It was a big hit. So yeah, All Eyes on Me, right, the song. And then there was a lot of collaboration between Nigerian and South African artists, but somehow the relationship is getting fractured. Yeah, we could blame illegal immigration, saying that there are some Nigerian illegal immigrants that are in South Africa, or just general immigrants that are not doing good things. But does that tell the whole picture? Or there's another hand that's assisting in the fracture of the relationship between South Africa and Nigeria? African unity is...
Guys, as African, this is not actually a good thing to watch, like seeing ourselves fighting each other. What do you think our colonizers will be thinking? What do you think they'll be, they'll be in one corner getting happy that yes, Africans are actually fighting themselves. But this draws me back to South Africa. If South Africa didn't start by chasing away, foreigners from their country, not just illegal immigrants, but people that are living legally, obstructing them from using the medical facilities, the schools, the buses. In fact, a lot of things happened that frustrated Africans living and residing in South Africa. It was a whole loss for them that countries like Ghana had to repatriate thousands of its citizens. Even Nigeria had to repatriate thousands of its citizens. Malawi, Zimbabwe, Ethiopia, a lot of them had to, swift into action to repatriate their own people. It wasn't an easy thing. Even till today, the president of South Africa is still asking them for the money that they owe them, asking Ethiopia, Zimbabwe, Malawi, and Nigeria to pay them back the money owing them. According to the South African government, they say they're owing them 18 million US dollar. It's a lot of money. So they're asking them to pay. But it is a fault of South Africans that you did not give out papers. You don't want to renew their papers, and that has caused most of these foreigners to live in your country illegally. Yes, because when they go to the Home Affairs refuse to renew their papers. When they go there, they chase them away, or they tell them to come back later, and when they come back, they are not on seat. So there's a lot of corruption in South Africa alone. That's Home Affairs office. There's a lot of corruption over there that needs to be sorted out. If the government of South Africa can just do those things and, you know, make sure that the country is put in order, they shouldn't be blaming foreigners for all the problems. Just like Jacinta Fakel and Izigwe came out to start this march on March protest. After everything, nothing still happened. Their country has gone back to square zero. Square zero. Job did not increase. Instead, companies were leaving the country. A lot of people left with their businesses, and everything was in total shutdown. The economy of the country is now a mess. So I wouldn't blame this Nigerian politician that decided to give this South African man, politician, you know, Shiko, give him Ebo. So I wouldn't blame him. It's a piled up anger, but we shouldn't be doing this to ourselves. If we continue like this, how are we going to achieve the one Africa that we've always preached? How? Tell me how. It is not going to be possible to achieve that. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you actually think this is a good idea? As an African watching this video, what do you think within yourself? Like, check within yourself. Be truthful to yourself. What do you have to say concerning this video? And as you're watching, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe and share. And to all of you that have not subscribed to this channel, please, I want to beg you, subscribe to join the family. I don't want a shower subscriber. Join. Thank you for always watching. See you guys in the next one.